teach the first like warm-up part of the sequence that I taught this week. I'm tired, and I think I might be getting a little bit sick. So the theme of this whole thing is I'm tired, but I'm trying. So I think we can all relate to that from time to time, where you're like, I don't really feel like doing anything right now. I want to do a little something. So if that's for you, grab a seat and let's do this. If you want to listen to the music that goes with it, put on current mood 178, and after we sit for a second, start with the song called New Religion. Okay. But do find a seat or kneel or child's pose. You know that you always are in control of how you connect with yourself and what your shape looks like. So if it looks like sitting like this, do it. And then drop out the visuals. Our brain is very good at keeping us alive. And one of the ways that it does it is by identifying everything around you all the time. And in putting stories and labels and all these things on all of your external experience. And that is not the direction that we're headed right now. So close your eyes and start to get a little bit closer to self. Once you're fairly still, take a scan of your energy, and like all of the kind of aura that you put out into the world. Feel what that's like. Sometimes it can feel like jittery, fuzzy. Sometimes it can feel clear or stable. Notice that. Take a deep breath in. Give your breath up. And you move on to what's next. Next, scan your physical home. Notice any of the spaces in your physical home where you feel like you are especially clenched, tense, tight. Tension is often a way that we express in our physical home protection or shielding. Like I watch a lot of us sit, and I do it too, sit with like this rounded spine and these big parted shoulder blades and the caved in heart space. It's like a protective stance. And oftentimes that tension is because we don't want to let things in, or we're afraid that we won't be able to handle what's next, what feeling comes next, or what sensation comes next if we were to relax and open up to the experience of whatever is coming to you. So imagine you can breathe into those tense spaces in your body. Breathe in through your nose. Try to open your mouth and give it back like And then one more thing, see if you can enter the interior of your body. Imagine that it is spacious, that it's wide open. And notice what feelings are alive and present inside of your body. Remember that your feelings have to be able to exist on a deserted island. Just you and you. No one else gave you that feeling. Okay. Direct your attention to your nose one more time. Let's try to make a sound together. Breathe in. Try to get back an HA. Sound like a and then gently blink your eyes open. And if you wanted your music, start your music now. And next time you inhale, reach your arms up in the air. I'm going to mirror you at first. Take your hands and twist to your right. So take your left hand across your right thigh. Take your right hand behind you and sit up really tall without shrugging your shoulders. Breathe twice. Okay, leave this front left hand, turn your heart forward, and reach your right arm up and over you, trying to touch this left side of the room. Okay, we're going to move the top arm. When you inhale, you're in the side bend. As you exhale, draw your right arm down across you, round your back, draw your belly in, sweep your arm over to the right, open your palm up to the ceiling, and then sweep it up and over into the side bend again. As you're exhaling, drop it down in front of you, over to the side with your palm up, sweep it up across. One more time, do that whole revolution of your arm around you, and then sweep the arm up this last time, cross your right arm over your left arm, and then let's drop your chin to your chest and gently let the weight of your head go side to side. And then eagle wrap. Lift your elbows up. Take your left arm under your right arm, lift your elbows up to the ceiling, arch your upper back, feel this squishy side open, exhale, flex your back, feel that protected side. Lift up, arch again. Elbows towards your belly, flex your back. One more time, lift up and arch your back. Elbows towards your belly. Now slowly, staying here, draw a circle to your right with your arms. All the way around, all the way down, stop, and go the other way. Draw your circle all the way up, around, and down. Unwrap your arms, keep your elbows bent, pull them to the back wall. Big inhale, open your chest. Exhale, keep your breath up. Arms overhead as you breathe in. Twist to your left. 2 breaths, using the strong sides of your body to help train your heart. Turning your heart forward, reach the left arm up. With your palm facing you and then the floor, tilt to the right, push your right hand forward and down. Lean to your left, or lean to your right rather. And feel your ribs pulling apart. Now, we can take this little like modern dance move where you're gonna drop your left arm down across the midline, round your back, sweep your arm up as you inhale, sweep it across and down when you exhale. 2 more like that. Okay, this last time, sweep your arm up, and then draw your left arm across your right arm, drop the chin to the chest, head heavy. Sway your head gently side to side. Notice that weight that you balance all the damn time. You're carrying a lot in this life. Give yourself some credit. Eagle wrap your arms and lift your elbows up. Elbows towards your belly. 2 more. One more. Elbows towards your belly, stop here, and we'll draw a circle to the left first. Slowly rotate it all the way around. Stop at the bottom, and slowly take it left. Pull your elbows back, inhale, open your chest up. Exhale, give your breath up. Drop your arms down. Take your legs out in front of you. So if your ankles fell asleep like mine did, roll your toes in circles. Ooh. I don't know if you run, but I don't anymore. And I decided to go for a run for the first time in like 5 years. My shins, I feel like I'm 8,000 years old right now. Roll your toes the other way. I don't know how you people do it, you runners. Lunatics. Okay, feet as wide as your mat. Try to sit up on the top of your sit-bones so that you're not slouching. And then we're gonna do a little wrist stretch, but we're also gonna practice boundaries, okay? So take your right hand and put it out in front of you like stop, okay? And then turn your fingers upside down, take a hold of your fingers with your left hand and pull. I've been seeing this healer and she's been having me practice that from time to time because I'm bad at boundaries. And we gotta work on things, so that's that. Okay, relax your arms down, and then one more time, left hand, stop. And turn your fingers down, you're good at that. Take your left fingers and pull them with your right hand. Ooh, push the heel of the hand away from your body. I'm just realizing I didn't move the trash out of this shot, and it's like not the cutest thing in the world to see trash when you're practicing yoga. So you just keep stretching your wrist. I'm gonna push that away. Okay, much better. Take your feet as wide as the mat, sit on the front of the sit bones, move on from your wrist stretch your hands out, or move your wrists around rather. Take your arms overhead as you inhale, and then we're gonna take your left hand, reach for your right foot. Take your arms up. Reach to the left. Reach up to your right. Reach up to your left. Okay, one more time, reach up. And then take your left hand across either leg or foot, whatever's available to you is great. And then you'll take your right hand to your low back. Hold with your left hand, and this low back hand connection is just a reminder that your hips are trying to stay fairly still. Switch, arms up. Reach your right hand outside your left leg or foot, whatever's available to you is perfect. And then you can hold your low back with your left hand just to create that reminder of stillness. And then pull your heart to the left using your right hand. Okay, this time, sweep your right arm up in the air. Take your right hand behind you with your fingers facing away from your body. Turn your toes to the right. Lift your hips up if you want to. And then drop your hips down. Switch. Left arm behind us, turn the toes to the left. Lift your hips up. And then put your hips down. Take the soles of the feet together. Reach for your big toes. Lift your heart up as you inhale, press your knees down. And then you can fold with a flat back or a rounded back, and it'll just change the sensation a little bit, and you decide what you want to focus on. Okay, one more thing here before we get into your center a bit more. Take your feet just a little bit further away. You're on the front of the sit bones, hands to your inner knees. Twist to the right, drop your left shoulder down and push down through your left hand. And then switch. Twist to your left, push your right hand down as you draw your right shoulder forward. And one more time each side. Go to your right, twist, and center, and go to your left and twist. Okay, center. Bring your knees together. Actually, you know what? Don't do that. Take your feet so that they're still squeezing together. Try to bring your hands to the heart. Access your low belly. Float your feet up a couple of inches. Try not to lean back as much as I am. And then bring your knees together. Now we're in boat. Flex your feet. Reach arms forward. Inhale, knees in. As you exhale, lower down and hover right above the ground, half boat. And then inhale, knees up, chest up. And then exhale, lower. If it's hurting you, what are you going to do? Not this. You're going to stop doing it. Lower down. Come back up, and then lower down, hover here. Look at your feet without making that creepy smile, and I always have to tell you that because you're always making that creepy smile. Take your knees in, point your toes, hold your pelvis still with your head up. Lengthen your right leg straight up in the air, and then lower your right leg almost to the ground. And then bend your knee in, lengthen your leg up. You don't have to match your breath in any way, but keep it fluid, and that'll help things feel more stable in your body. One more time, draw your knee in. Okay, take your right arm and draw your forearm across your left thigh. Push your arm into your leg. That's going to create some feeling through the left side of the core. Now flex your feet, lengthen your right leg up in the air, and then you're going to lower your right leg and lift your right leg straight. And that's going to create the tension through the right side of the core. So we've got a lot of action going on here. Are you still breathing? Is a great question to ask yourself right now. For me, no, I'm not breathing, which is a very weird technique. See if you can breathe again. Okay, take your right leg almost to the ground, squeeze your butt, flex your feet. Take your hands by your ears with your elbows out wide. Big inhale. Bring your right elbow, left knee. Open back up. Elbow to knee. Squeezing your glutes is gonna help you feel a little bit more light through your legs and maybe more support through your low back. Bicycle for 5. Even and out and side to side. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Knees to 90 degrees. Hold your pelvis, point your toes. Left leg goes up straight. Lower your left leg almost to the ground. Draw your knee in. Keep going like this. Lift. And if you wanted to, you could give your neck a little break and lower your head down onto the ground. If your head continues to stay up, just make sure that there's a path for your breath. You're not jamming your chin to your chest. Okay, this last time, draw your knee in, flex both feet. And it's going to be your left arm pushing your right leg pushing your arm. Flexing the feet, lift your left leg up in the air, and we'll go 5 times. Lower and lift this left leg. Breathing. And your navel pressing down to help support your spine being stable, and your whole core being strong and turned on. One more time, lift the leg and lower your leg. Flex your feet, squeeze your glutes. Hands by your ears, elbows wide, big inhale. Left elbow to the right knee. Open back up, 3 more. 4 more, leg. For 3. 2, squeeze energy into your left glute. 1 more time. Draw it across and then bicycle it out for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Feet on the floor like bridge, hips width distance. And then take your arms overhead on the ground, just relaxed. Take your hips up in the air, squeeze your glutes to help support your low back. Feel your hamstrings working and your glutes working. Imagine that you could breathe outside your lungs. Breathe huge breaths in your whole front side. Lower your hips down. Bring your arms out like a T. And then walk your feet as wide as your mat. Point your knees to the right and look to the left. Take a breath. Switch. Point your knees to the left. Look to the right. Knees heavy. Back to center. Knees in. Happy baby. Take a hold of your feet. Move your feet around any kind of way. I just wanted to see what time it was because I always get carried away when I'm doing these videos and I'm like, I'm going to do a quick video, and then like 5 hours later, it's not a quick video. Rock yourself up. Come all the way up to stand on your knees at the top of your mat. You don't have to face the sidewall, obviously. I'm just trying to show you. Take your toes to touch behind you like this little tripod here, and your knees just a little bit wider than your hips. Hold your right hand on your right hip and take this left hand. And then try to reach to the front right corner of the room that you're in. Inhale there. Exhale, bend your left elbow down by your hip. Flex your bicep, make a fist. As you inhale, stretch back out, reach across. As you exhale, pull and drop it down. Keep going like that, reach across is the inhale. Pull back, exhale. Reach across. Pull back. One more time, reach across. Pull back. Reach your left arm straight up in the air with your palm facing the right side of the room. Reach for the right side of the room. Push your right hand into your hips so that your hips go left. And then tilt your left shoulder back a little bit so that you're very much in your side body and you're not rounding forward. Okay, switch one more time. Take your left hand to your left hip. Squeeze your toes together to engage your legs. And then reach right arm to left corner on your inhale. Bend your elbow and flex. Reach across. Bend it back. 3 more. Pull. 2. Pull. 1 more. Pull it back. Stay here. Stretch your right arm straight up in the air. And then reach for the left side of the room as you push your hips to the right. Feel this whole right rib cage trying to separate and open. Tendency is to tilt forward, tilt back even a little bit. Okay, reach both arms forward, sit almost to your feet. Hug your ribs in, and then lean right ear, right shoulder. And then lean left ear, left shoulder. Now sit on your feet, drop your hands to your thighs, and let's do a slow circle of your head and your neck in one direction. Stop that, go the other way. All right, hands out in front. Make sure your wrists are feeling, oops, no. Phone's dying, but we're good. We've got some time. Make sure that your wrists feel really happy about what you're doing. Tuck your toes, lift up to down dog. So if they were not feeling happy, you'll come back down and you can turn them another way and stretch them out. But if you're happy going to down dog right away, get to down dog and just move around for a couple of breaths freely. You can pedal your knees, shake out your head and your neck. You can lift and lower your heels. Two more breaths like that.
Alright, take your right leg up. Bend your right knee and try to kick your own butt and turn your pelvis to face the side wall. And switch. Alright, down dog. For the next 5 breaths, you can decide that you want to hold plank. So pull yourself forward into a plank. Try to feel the front of the body lifting up energy into the back of your body and your shoulder blades separate. So you can stay here 5 breaths, look a little forward. Or on your exhales, you can push back, pull your hamstrings back. And on your inhales, you can pull forward. You can round your back if you want to, extend your crown at the last second. And then down dog, pike your hips up, press back. You got a few more rounds. Forward could be your inhale, rounded back. You could bend your knees on the way back and then straighten your legs at the last second. One more round forward and back if that's what you're doing. Okay. Walk your feet in a little bit or a lot. Enough for you to reach left hand across right ankle, shin, or heel, even if you're really feeling flexible. Your knees can bend, you can walk in a ton. Twist to the right, look underneath your right armpit. And switch. Okay. Hands out in front, regular old down dog, walk it out a little bit. As you inhale, look forward, pull into plank, and then resist gravity. Slowly, you can use your knees, lower down, lower down, lower down. When you get there, untuck your toes, ground your toes so much that your knees are light. Squeeze your butt and lift up on your belly. As you inhale, feel your awareness in between the shoulder blades. Squeeze the shoulder blades together and open your heart up. When you exhale, try to soften all that energy down. And keep going. Push down toes, squeeze glutes, lift up shoulder blades, heads of the arm bones. As you exhale, soften that energy. Now you can vary it. For the next 3 breaths, you could decide to stay up. You could, I like taking my hands and feet a little wider, tenting the fingertips. You can come up and turn your head side to side. Just make sure that your low back feels so proud of your choice and really happy. One more breath. Find child's pose. Bring yourself all the way back to your feet. Sit on your feet, relax your head down. Now if you want to, you can stay here for a few more breaths. If you want, come on up to tabletop and we'll take like 6 breaths of random movement in tabletop, cat-cows or otherwise. Otherwise could be like jump roping your spine or sea curving it. All right. If you want to get together, come into tabletop, back to down dog. Bend your knees, look at your hands, and then walk or hop to your hands, top of the mat. Feet separate, have a fold. You could cross your arms like you're sulking or hold onto the bottom edge of the elbows. You can sway a bunch, whatever. Okay. One last thing together for today. Let's do some sun and some moon salutations. Roll yourself all the way up to stand. Take your feet to touch. Ooh, did get a little hot. Did you get a little hot? I'm like kind of sweating. I thought this was going to be relaxed. All right. So, once you get up to stand, bring your feet to touch, bring your hands to prayer. There's this wonderful woman on Instagram named Alex Ow, and if you don't follow her, you might. And she says, give yourself permission to outgrow
all the things that aren't serving you anymore. So it's shitty thoughts, it's shitty habits, it's just doubting yourself. Give yourself permission to outgrow those things. We're just gonna move a tiny bit more together, if you choose that for your body. Bring your feet together, hands to prayer, take a deep breath in. Give your breath up. All right, one sun salutation, arms up with your inhale. Slowly bow to yourself. Extend your crown forward as you breathe in. Put your hands down, step or jump back to a plank as you breathe out. Now you can lower down half or all the way to the floor. And then there's a back bend for you. If that feels safe, you can take up dog or cobra. And then downward facing dog, lift your hips up, press back. All right, ground yourself into the floor with both hands and feet and take one breath here. As you inhale, bend your knees, look at your hands. And then exhale, walk or hop to your hands. Bring the crown of the head forward. And relax the weight of the head down. Push into your feet, stand up. Hands right to the heart. All right, moon salutations, okay? We'll do one on each leg. And we'll start with your right leg. Arms up, big inhale. Fold over yourself as you exhale. Half lift, breathing in. Step your right foot back, breathing out. Put your right knee down, untuck your toes, stick your arms overhead. Hands downward facing dog. Step back. Put your knees down on the ground. Soften your belly and lift your head up. This is cow. And as you exhale, child's pose. Sit all the way back to your feet. Okay, salute the moon. Stand on your knees, reach for the ceiling. As you exhale, arms out long, child's pose. Pull yourself through this up dog or cobra as you inhale. And downward facing dog as you exhale. Lift your right leg up, inhaling. Step right foot forward, exhale. Back knee down, arms overhead. Hands down. Step into your half lift. And then forward fold your body. Stand up and touch the ceiling. Hands together, right down to your heart. Okay, acknowledge that side. Take a breath in. And give your breath up, relax your arms down. All right, touch the ceiling as you breathe in. Fold over your legs. You'll hear your left leg this time. Half lift, bring your heart forward. Step your left foot back, put your left knee down on the ground. Inhale, reach for the ceiling, low lunge. Exhale, hands to the floor. Downward facing dog. Step back. Knees on the ground, soft belly, lift your head up. This is cow pose. Child's pose. As you exhale, sit all the way back. Stand on your knees, salute the moon, inhale. Child's pose as you exhale. Up dog or cobra, pull through. Downward facing dog, push back. Left foot up, big inhale. Use your exhale, step your left foot forward. Back knee down, arms in the air. Hands down. Step right into your half lift. Forward fold. Stand up, reach for the ceiling, big inhale. Hands together, right down the heart. Take a deep breath in. Give your breath up, relax your arms down. One more time, reach for the ceiling, inhaling. Fold as you're exhaling. Walk your right foot to the edge of the mat, and then step your left leg back, put your left knee down. Lizard for a couple of breaths. You could pull your knee or push your knee out a little bit wider. You could reach your right hand for your back foot. And leave that foot alone. Tuck your back toes. Sweep your right leg up in the air. Send your right knee right outside your right wrist, half pigeon. You can sit up or fold, and we're not going to stay here very long. We're just going to be here for about 5 breaths. See if you can continuously land on a sensation or a breath or a sound that you're making. as that little island of safety that keeps you out of the clouds, keeps you out of the thoughts that are maybe true, maybe not true. Alright, sit back to your left knee. Try to straighten your front leg, half splits for a few breaths. Push the right heel down and tug back and up through your tailbone. Alright, all we're doing is switching that. Step forward, your left foot to the edge of the mat, step your right knee back, and put your right knee down. Let your left knee spill out to the left, and if you wanted to, you could reach your left hand for your right foot. Try to think heavy pelvis. A few deep breaths. Release that. Put your hands down, sweep your left leg up into the air, and then bring your left knee to half pigeon. Back and down. You can fold forward. I'm going to sit up in the back bend. You got 5 breaths. I'm not a huge fan of the word discipline, because then my inner rebel is like, watch me not do what you just said. But it does take work. It does take discipline to stay in your body and not live like that few feet away from your body. It can be tempting to live that few feet from your body. And you're doing an amazing job. You've been doing this for like a half hour. It's a great amount of time to be in your body. And if you want, you can stay here a little longer or carry on, bend your front knee or bend your back knee and straighten your front leg so that you're in half splits, and take a few breaths there. Okay, listen, sit to your back foot, take your right leg out in front of you. One more time, seated fold over your legs. Now to